Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Cop sentenced to prison, forced to pay victim for savagely beating a teen on video. Showing exactly how abusive cops should be treated, a bully cop has been sentenced 27 months in prison for savagely beating an innocent teen on video. By Matt Agarist, November 16, 2017. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A belligerent and violent cop was recently convicted of violating the civil rights of a teenager by savagely beating him at a high school football game. The entire incident, which looks like a giant bullying a small child, was captured on video and led to the initial firing of Officer Stephen Matakovic, 48, and the subsequent charges. Matakovic was an annoyed bully who beat the crap out of a drunk kid, Assistant U.S. Attorney Stephen Gilson told jurors earlier this year after his conviction. This was an officer abusing his power. Wednesday, the officer received an unprecedented 27-month sentence and will also be forced to pay restitution to his victim from his own pocket. Matakovic's defense attorneys had argued against imprisonment, saying he had led an honorable and lawful life, according to KDKA. But the pre-sentence report detailed a pattern of questionable arrests involving Matakovic over several years, and states that he never used the lowest amount of force available. The victim's mother took the stand during the hearing and told the court how she hopes Matakovic will be sent to prison. Advertisement. It's hard watching your son being beaten like that. We teach our children to respect police officers, then this happens, and I think it's just a blemish on the Pittsburgh police, on all police, Sherry Depre said. Matakovic was on trial for 2 charges, the first being the violation of Gabriel Depre's civil rights and the second accusing him of falsifying the police report on the incident. Somehow he was acquitted on the second charge, convincing the jury that he did not lie about or exaggerate Depre's actions which caused the officer to push and hit him. Read more. Meet the future of security. Cops may soon find themselves obsolete. Matakovic said he had to beat the small teenager at that time because he felt threatened. After watching the video, this claim becomes utterly hysterical. However, somehow a jury bought it. Naturally, the violent officer's defense team painted him as the victim, claiming that Depre's posture and demeanor at that time were threatening to Matakovic, who was surrounded by 5 security guards and in spite of the teen being unarmed and inebriated. According to WTAE, lead defense attorney Tina Miller, a former federal prosecutor, told the jury that dissecting the 29-second encounter in a 1-week trial was unfair to Matakovic, who could be trusted for the split-second judgment he made. Nobody is going to say to a police officer, "I'm going to assault you," Miller told the jury. You're not going to advertise what you're going to do. Your actions are going to be subtle. It's not going to be like some poster or TV commercial. She defended Matakovic as one of those guys on that thin blue line between chaos and order before asking the jury, "Do we really want to second guess?" The prosecution even responded in jest at the outright silly claims of the defense in trying to justify this crazed cop's violence. The only way Matakovic can convince you that what he did was reasonable is to convince you that you can't trust your own eyes, Gilson said. As the video shows, Depre calmly stood with his arms down at his sides when Matakovic suddenly shoved the teen to the ground and began punching him in the head. Although Depre did not provoke the attack and did not appear to fight back, the off-duty cop repeatedly struck him while several other security guards watched. Read more. After video shows raging cop run over and kick a compliant biker, he's promoted to captain. Treated for a bloody nose, Depre eventually pleaded guilty to trespassing and public drunkenness. After watching the video of the incident, Pittsburgh Police Chief Cameron McLeay fired Matakovic and opened an investigation that led to his state trial. In an attempt to establish the ex-cop's history of violence, county prosecutors introduced a motion during the proceedings detailing Matakovic's use of unnecessary force against 56 other people and another case in which he assaulted a security guard then arrested him on false charges. Out of those 56 reports, 20 cases involved strikes to the face and head, with 17 of those resulting in injuries including broken noses, broken jaws and loss of consciousness. According to the prosecution and video footage, Matakovic brutalized innocent people and arrested them on false charges in order to cover up his own violent provocations. Luckily, video evidence of this cop's rage finally put an end to his rash of belligerence. Matakovic's sentence should be held as the standard for cops who abuse their authority and attack innocent people. If enough cops are sent to jail and forced to pay for their own crimes themselves, rest assured police brutality would be far less common.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheep up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head, help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.